So if you haven't seen TTF racing before, you are in for a treat. It's basically, you can describe it as like an obstacle course. I think Aelion used the word parkour in there, but Age of Empires. So there's going to be two games, 4 players in each game because the scenario doesn't yet support 8 players. So that's why we're doing it in 2 groups of 4. I'm going to be casting it with the one, the only T-West. Okay, so things are going to look speedy at the start, guys. We're catching up, but this is TTF. Let me zoom out and show you the whole map. It's this huge obstacle course. It is absolutely beautiful, and we've got 4 players in here. So Alga, Regni, who's our player that has a different name? Let me see. Ray, of course. Ray and Fangita. So they've gone through the first, I'm still catching up, they're on the second task at the moment, and you'll see that the further we go into this event, the more kind of clever TTF is, I have to say.
The crazier they get.
Yeah, the crazier they get, the more difficult they get, I like to think. Have you played much of TTF?
I have. I typically, I die at the Joan of Arc one, so I'm not as familiar with the end.
Same. But here on the second task, what the players are doing, I think I'm caught up to live, by the way, perhaps. Yeah.
I'm still catching up, but I'll look at the stream where you are. It looks like they're on the bridge task.
Yeah, they're just about to finish the bridges. So Regni coming in 4th in the second task, and now moving on to the third one. Now this is difficult. The players have a CA, they've got to get through here, but as you can see, there's a little countdown with the terrain changing, and then there's an explosion on the stone. So the players have got to really time it right, but it's very, very difficult.
Yeah, so the grass is the safe area, and the broken road terrain is the danger zone. And as you get to the end, it gets kind of tricky because the rubble showing the explosion spawns underneath the stone head, so you can't see it as well.
Yeah, I think they're the 2 trickiest points. This first one, because the timing is so narrow to get through, but then also this one, like T-West mentioned, the rubble here is hidden under the stones. So trying to figure it out is pretty tricky. I feel like I always get stuffed up on the last one after I've done so well getting there, and you just have to restart from the top. So at the moment it's Alga in the lead, but can he get through this tricky one at the last bit? No. Oh.
That one you really have to time well and get it just as it starts. Oh.
Yeah, and patience is so important in this one, especially like Regni now is just at the brink of the last one. Timing it, just being patient, observing how long you have. And he's got one last little bit to get through. He's going to go for it. And Regni is going to be our first one through for this third task. Let's see how Alga, Ray, and Fangita are going to do. Bihai says blocking opponents is meta. There are some events in TTF.
You can block each other and try to...
Yeah, it's a really legit strategy. Now, in all of these events in TTF, once one player makes it through, a timer starts, and they have about 30 to 45 seconds from when the first player makes it through for everyone else to make it through. If you don't finish the task, then you lose 1 point.
Oh, okay, you lose the point then. I never realized that.
Yeah. If you don't finish.
That's pretty good.
17, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, guys. We've just started on the first event of day 2 of the Decathlon, so perfect timing. This is TTF. If you haven't played it before or haven't seen it before, oh my gosh, enjoy. It's essentially an obstacle course.
One of my favorite custom scenarios.
I think it's so clever. I think it's so much fun. There's absolute shenanigans, and poor Alga, who was doing so well early on, is now in last place on this task and might not make it through in time, actually.
So just so everyone knows, if you're watching on Capture Age, how do you know which player is ahead in terms of points?
You can see the gold count. So that's why I'm going to keep it on this detail down the bottom right. Whoever's got the most gold, they're in the lead. I think you get 5 gold for a win, and then whoever comes in second, they get 4, 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth.
As you get different places.
Yeah,
Hi,
exactly.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Okie dokie. So this one here, T-West, this is, you have a monk and a big maze of relics. Some of the relics, they're called, I think, Star of the True Cross or something like that.
Piece of the True Cross.
Piece of the True Cross.
The Piece of the True Cross is a special relic from the 3rd Saladin scenario that you had to capture in order to win the game.
Right.
So it's a different relic than the actual relics. Visually, I think they were more different in the original game, and they might look the same in DE.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I
if you
think
pick
you're
up
right.
the piece of the true cross, it disappears and you can walk through it. If you pick up a relic, you gotta kind of micro the monk to drop it, and it gets pretty finicky.
Yeah, super finicky because when you drop some of the relics, they actually land on top of your monk and you can't move until you pick it up again. But this one here with the relics is heaps better on DE than on Voobly because DE has a hotkey for dropping the relic.
Exactly.
Now, this
I
one,
wonder
Twist,
if you
I'll leave
could.
to you to explain the sheep one.
I don't know how to explain this one. If the Joan the Maid shepherdesses get close to the sheep, then you go back to the start. They capture the sheep, and you have to start again.
Yeah.
Somehow you have to path your way through them. As we see, everyone has failed so far.
Yeah, it's really tricky. And the maids can see across these stone walls. So there is kind of an optimal path. But the tricky thing is you don't know their line of sight. You can't tell that. And it's actually Ray that's
Right.
doing what I consider the optimal path. She's gone up the top, timed it well, waited until that top maid moves past. And she's doing really well so far. They are, sorry.
Yeah, you have that little safe spot to the left side right before getting
Yeah.
to that passage. But now she's in a bit of trouble as that top one's coming down. Needs to be careful there.
Yeah, Ray absolutely knows the right place to go. Ray's doing really, really
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
Really tricky point here when you're trying to time it with that bottom maid. But yeah, this one's tricky. I see Fangita also taking a good path. Oh, but Ray got caught. This one is so
Oh,
tilting.
so
And the
close.
tricky thing is that, like every other event in TTF, one person has to finish before the timer starts. So
Yeah, we might be stuck here for a while.
yeah, if no one can really pull it off, you can be stuck here for ages. But we do have a time limit on the games to make sure that it doesn't go on forever. Now it's Fangita in the lead at the tricky spot, kind of the last maneuver you've got to make before making it to the ice at the end. Fangita's going to go for it. I think this could work. Timing is good. It's just this bottom one. They walk fast, these maids. You kind of underestimate them because your sheep is slow and the maid is on a bloody mission. But Fangita does make it through,
Yeah.
so thank God, everyone, won't have eternal sheep.
We have at least one finisher.
Yep. And then Ray making it
maybe a
through
second.
second.
There we go. That sheep in the middle, I'm scared. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, that sheep in the middle is a goner. So now Alga taking a bottom route, and it's going to be Regni as well. Did Regni? Oh, Regni's up there, sorry. Okie dokie. Yeah, Emu makes a good point in chat. The Siege Onager Forest is going to be the eternal one. Oh no, that one's disaster. But another player makes it through. Now it is just Alga. Alga's going to get caught here. But Alga's on a time limit now, so if he can't make it through, it will be -1 gold. But he's going to keep trying, keep
Is the
sticking with
time
this
limit
bottom path.
displayed anywhere?
Not
Or
in
is that
Capture
just-
Age. It is
Alright.
displayed in the game.
Gotcha.
But even the counter in the game is not correct because when it says you've got 20 seconds, that's when it's actually about 30 seconds. Oh, Alga's going to get caught here. Really, really tricky. What I like to do when I play the sheep one, and this is the only way that I actually figured it out, is just watch where other people go. I think, again, being patient and just observing really pays off.
Yeah, what I did to try this out was I put the game on ×8 speed just until I could figure out where they were moving and try to figure out a path.
Nice.
And then I get a lot of attempts in. And it took me a really long time to figure out the path.
Nice work. Okay, so Alga ran out of time. Now we're on to the Mamelukes, and what you have to do here is basically destroy all the palisades. There's been a bit of relief coming onto DE for this one because on Voobly you'd have to be very, very precisely lined up to actually hit the palisades. DE's a bit more forgiving.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I never realized that, but
Oh, but we
yeah,
actually
it's like,
see
yeah,
with
you gotta hit
Alga
the
and
ones there
Regni,
and-
they're not lined up and they're attacking it. Look at Regni. Only now does he finally get it down.
Yeah, because you had to be like right there in order to get the range working out. Because Mamelukes are pretty limited in how far they can throw that scimitar.
Yeah. I like what
Have you ever thrown a
Fangita's doing
scimitar
here.
in real life?
Oh, absolutely not. Have you?
I have not.
I thought that was the opening for like, oh, well, actually, I have, and let me tell you about it.
Oh yeah, it's very unrealistic about how limited their range is. Actually, on top of that camel, you can throw it pretty far.
I think you're pro Mama Luke T-West. Okay, this one I absolutely love. The habit is they've got to run from the longbowmen basically, and the longbowmen pop out
and-
like this to give a bit of notice. Alga playing
You
greedy,
garrison
but
in the
made it
Rams.
work. Yeah, you've got to garrison in the
Oh.
Rams, but there's a
Nice
trick.
dodge there.
Oh, beautiful dodge from Ray. That was lucky, and Vegeta as well. Some of the Rams, when you garrison in them, they will collapse. So they're like debate Rams, and I'm kind of hoping that we see it from someone. Not yet. Okay.
And those cannon galleons are so menacing.
I know, I love that they're just chilling there.
There's...
On the sand. I don't think I've ever seen them shoot, though.
Reminds me of how in Age of Empires 1 there was that cheat code for the siege catapult ship that would go on land, the flying
Yeah,
veteran.
the Juggernaut.
There we go. No.
Yeah, so Regni got in a debate Ram there. There's no way to tell which ones it is. Oh, another one there. That's so unfortunate for it to be there. I've never seen it spawn there.
Oh.
Alga trying to micro out
Yeah,
of the
'cause
arrow
they spawn
fire.
in different places every time you play it, right?
Yeah. Oh, that is 3 players back to the start. So I think it's just Ray that's still at the front. We're going to keep an eye on how Ray goes. Ooh, nice. Oh no, Alga. Alga micro. Oh. Okay, Ray not on garrisoning
this
here.
is-
Very,
This is a
very
very
patient.
frustrating one if you get close to the end and then die.
Yeah. Oh, so close for Regni. There's a lot of debate Rams here, actually. Usually it's only a couple, and I find it rare to actually run into one, but we've seen 3 go down so far, and Alga again playing greedy. Oh, so
No one
close.
attempting to destroy the palisade either. They're just going the long way.
Yeah, which I think is the way to go because it takes a while to knock down that palisade. But the tricky thing is with this ram at the top, as you can see with Vegeta, you have no control over which side your Hal will ungarrison. So sometimes you can get stuck at that ram for ages just trying to get out on the other side and it won't work.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, you might need to destroy the palisade just because that one ram was a debate ram at the end of the path where you want to hide.
Yeah, it's going to be a long trek once you ungarrison from this one that Vegeta and Ray, I think, are in, to then make it to the next ram. But here they go. Vegeta makes it out on the other side. Ray does as well, and now Alga Regni trying to catch up. It's completely random how long it'll be before the longbows spawn again. But, oh, can Vegeta make it? Greeting, 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 and that should pay off. Vegeta first one through.
All right, nice. We have a finisher.
Woo! And the other's not too far off now. So Ray should, in theory, be able to make it through second place, and then it's up to the 3rd and 4th place, Regni and Alga, to see who can get out of that ram on the right side, who can make it there first.
Yeah, and they see exactly where the safe ram is right there, so they know that's a place they can garrison.
Yeah. Okay, Ray makes it through in second. Alga gonna be third, unless Alga's gonna be too greedy. Oh, Alga, don't do me like this. Garrison, thank you. Okay, and you guys in chat, you know it. You can see that
That was
forest that's
scary.
up next. The Onager forest is going to be huge Monka W energy. But we'll
Yeah,
let Alga finish this one
I
off.
forget exactly how that works, but there's like explosions in there
Yeah.
somewhere that destroy the onagers, right?
Yeah, we'll be there very soon, but I'm kind of scared. Now this is really tricky. I think Regni should have gone back. There's no way to make it to the next ram.
Oh.
Regni having to start again, but there's a time crunch now.
Hey, you gotta go all the way by yourself too.
Yeah. I think Regni's just like, okay, I'm not going to make it in time.
Actually, like, I'm wondering, if you're really close to other players, is there a chance the longbows target them and you still survive?
I think so, but there's so many longbows, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just targeting whoever's closest, and some of them, that might be your opponent, some of them might be targeting
Maybe.
you. Okay, Regni's just waiting until the timer goes down.
Dave Hun, we do have 8 players, but it's only a 6-player scenario, so we have them split up into 2 separate TTF games.
Yeah. Alien, who has ported this to the E, he's actually working on TTF that can have 8 players, so that's pretty exciting, and it just goes to show he's a bloody beast at everything custom scenario-wise. Now, guys, I'm sorry that
Onager
we're all
time.
going to have to witness this, but this is Onager Forest, and what it basically is, there's 4 little carpets in the middle, and if they are hit, then they trigger different lines of explosions. The other thing which I'm kind of surprised we see who's this. Fangita going for the outpost if you destroy it. Because in-game it says, like, destroy the outpost on the left for a bit of extra fun. We're going to see what happens now.
Well, it'll be extra fun, that's for sure.
It's just extra fun. But mind you, the players actually knock down the neutral onagers very, very quickly. So the thing is here, you've just, like, good luck to you, because if you're in front, the people behind you are just going to attack ground and kill you. It's very, very hard to actually make it to the end.
To kill you.
Yeah. Hello Norson, hello BBC. Extra fun for Pega. So what usually happens with this is this will go on for God knows how long, and then eventually the players will be like, okay, truce, enough, I've had enough, let's work together and get through. But now it's a competition, right? Whoever makes it through first, they're gonna get the most points. So I don't know if they're gonna ever collaborate.
And there's only a couple of tiles you can get through at the end because people in the back can shoot the carpets to lane you too. They don't even have to hit you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is brutal. This is why I have a time limit.
When they advertise Red Bull Wooloo 6, this is what they really should be doing there.
Exactly. Hello, Dev. Yeah, Dev post Onager Forest stress disorder. Oh. Okay, we've just got a little pause here. Maybe they're discussing. Maybe someone just needs to cool off, and then they're gonna come back with some teamwork. Oh no, I've just got an error in capture age. My bad. Their game also crashed 8 by things. Right. If that's the case, we'll just have to make a slight amendment because it's the second last event. We'll call it after the Rams and Longbows as opposed to after the Teutonic Knights. I think is the way to go if people are going to crash on Onager Forest. Okay, so we're going to get into the second game now, and we've just made a slight amendment so that they're not going to play Onager Forest. Ooh, our players are split here, which is really interesting. So this is the first task. It's just a maze. The stone walls make it a bit harder to figure out the right way to go, but it's actually Emu and Deadmeat that know the kind of optimal path. But as I say that, no, there's a better path, and Prelusion takes it. Red now in the lead. I never thought to go that way. I always thought going left was best. But Prelusion and Red going through first. What helps on this task is holding Alt. So when you're right-clicking, you don't actually click
so you don't right-click the walls.
Yeah, the palisades. So Amy cheering hard for his team. Goblin, 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 goblin.
Yeah. You know, it's not just about the path you take, but it's about who's in front of you, because you can block each other if too many people go on one route.
Yeah.
But anyway, now they're onto the bridges, and the bridges are one of my favorite events. Is you have to time, it's not too difficult just to run across the bridges yourself, but with everyone else trying to run across at the same time, you can get into some traffic accidents.
Yeah. This is actually probably one of my least favorite ones to play, honestly, because I just never have good ping ever. And when I play this, just with bad ping, you can so easily fall off the bridge, as 3 players do just then. So now Galen for Team Age of Queens makes it through first. That was so good for Galen. The other 3 now having to catch up. But yeah, the Eagles run fast, the bridges move fast. What was that, sorry?
Is that now the timer is starting for those 3, so they're on the clock to get across.
More pressure to get across. Also, the keep, it can absolutely kill you. So having 2 other people around you can help if they take the damage, but at the moment it's Amy taking the damage, should make it through perfectly fine, followed by Prelusion. And then this is Deadmeat Noob in the blue. Coming off.
And it's much easier when it's just yourself to get across.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't jinx anyone.
Yeah. Amy 2 silver so far. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the gold count. So Prelusion 8, Galen 8, Emu on 8 as well. So close game so far. But here we are with the CA and the explosions. So Prelusion again making it through quickly. Galen doing well. The other 2 having to restart. The first one, I think the timing is just so tight. I think it's so tricky. Once you're through there, it's all right. And what I really like seeing is that the players seem to have done their prep, right? They know what to expect from the event.
For this one.
Yeah, I think you need prep for the whole event. Prelusion making it through there very, very, very quickly now with a good lead. Emu being bold as well. 2nd place. Not too many kills so far. This is a good run.
Yeah, Prelusion's getting to that end area that's tricky.
I don't think Prelusion died once in this. That was so impressive.
That was a clean run.
Yeah, super, super clean. Amy coming through very well as well. Still cheering for their team. All right, so we're just with our 2 remaining players. This is Galen and Deadmeat having to reset. taking their time, being patient, but again, dead meat, that first one is so tricky. I think you've really got to, like, when I do this first one, I probably don't even need to, but I still hold Alt. I don't know why. Now I realize that. It doesn't help me in any way. But
Hey,
right-click...
Can you target the other players? I don't think so.
No. Prelusion died on the bridge, Seth. Oh yeah, but I meant this one with the CA. To not be killed by any explosions is pretty rare. So Prelusion did really well here. And now Dead Meat making it through, about halfway through, coming up to some more tricky ones. But makes it through there just fine. And Galen not too far behind. Galen made it through first with the Eagle, coming through last at the moment with the CA. Emu cheering on for the other players. That's so nice. Emu says, "You got this, Blue. Run!" Oh no!
Looks like they weren't able to finish.
What happened there? Oh, we finished. Okay, we're on to the next one. Oh my gosh.
I ran out of time.
Okay.
I was thinking earlier, I don't know if it's possible for these players to have, like, you might be able to mod the graphics so that the relics and the pieces of the True Cross actually look different.
Oh, yeah, probably. Actually, I'm sure you definitely could.
I remember Dave once showed this, like, screenshot of someone who had been cheating in custom scenarios by, like, normally you stack a whole bunch of units in front of the tower so you can't right-click a tower to attack it.
Yeah.
Someone had just made a huge, like, pink rectangle and replaced it with the tower graphics so they could still click on top of all the units.
Oh, cheeky. Emu in the lead does walk through with the relic, followed very closely by Prelusion, then Dead Meat, then Galen. Okay, on to T-West's favorite section of TTF, the sheep. And everyone taking the same route here.
This is the trickiest.
Yeah, this one's painful, I have to admit.
I'm worried about some of those sheep in the back. Is there enough room here for all 4 of them to hide?
Oh, I think so.
No, there's not.
Maybe, not for Blue, not for Dead Meat. Just doesn't fit in there. Now the others having to be patient, waiting for this top mate to walk away, and then they'll probably follow her once the other one at the bottom moves. Oh, moving too early, and it's Prelusion that gets picked up. So Galen and Emu in a good spot, knowing the route.
Oh.
Oh, who was that? Emu too close to the shepherdess. Oh, Galen might get caught off here. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was a good attempt. First attempt, and everyone's taking the same route.
And they're all trying to do the same route again.
Emu says, "So mean, Yellow." Galen says, "Was accident. I did not mean." I think this is a good one actually, where you're really running your own race here. Then in a lot of the other events, you really can sabotage other people. But I think here you're just so determined to not get caught that it's not so much about impacting other people.
If you look at Prelusion there, just kind of blocking that one square, forcing Blue and Green to go around.
That's definitely, yeah, you're right. That's absolutely a block. And Dead Meat had to wait a little bit, but in a good spot. Now it might be 3 sheep coming through at the same time, though, if Dead Meat moves as well. And do they have time to squeeze through there? Dead Meat again blocked, but will try anyway. Now it might be too late for Dead Meat with the shepherdess coming through. I hear a ding, and indeed, Dead Meat getting picked up. But who was that? Galen through first, I think?
Let's see. The sheep are orange. I don't know who's left.
Yeah.
Okay, we have... no, Prelusion through first.
Prelusion through first. Yeah, you're right. Followed by Emu. And now it's Galen and Dead Meat yet to go. But we have the timer counting down, so at least people have made it through. We're not going to get stuck here much longer. But now Dead Meat and Galen... Ooh, Galen being a little bit hasty there. And I hear someone picked up. Yeah, Dead Meat again. So tricky. Yes, this is the real T-West. This is the realest West.
So, Alien just messaged me and said about those relics. They actually use the same graphics now, so you can't cheat by making them look different.
Nice, Alien. Oh,
that's very interesting because they used to be different.
Dead Meat went for a really risky route there. It did not pay off, and again has to wait here. Will Galen make it up there in time? Ooh. I think she's gonna get caught.
I've never actually managed to pull it off by taking another route other than this one they're all going for.
Wow, well, Galen did super well there. I was really worried, but she made it work. Yeah, Prelusion as well says, "Wow, Yellow, that was pretty impressive." Can she make it in time? Has to wait for this bottom shepherdess. I don't know the time that's left. I feel like it's probably not long. It's Why
Oh,
she's
10
just going
seconds.
for it.
Only 5 seconds left. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's
Oh no.
so
Go,
close.
little sheep. Go, little sheep. Go, go, go. Yeah, she makes it.
Well,
Okay,
finished.
nice, nice. And just in time as well. Alright, let's see how the Mamelukes go. Some palisades just take 2 swings, others take more.
Oh, they all have the same HP. I guess that is... I wonder what the Mameluke accuracy is. I don't remember that off the top of my head.
No, this one that they're up to now has got more HP. I think
that
10
is more.
times as much, yeah. Shadow, don't remind me, okay? Yeah, Ray, what Salt said. Thank you, Salt. Okay, so it's just... I think it's Galen who's a little bit behind. No, rather Deadmeat. Yeah, Deadmeat a little bit behind. I'm not able to tell who's going to make it through first. But this one, I think the Mameluke one is super straightforward, to be honest.
Yeah, oh, they've both gone through green just ahead of red there.
Nice. Emu. So Emu's up at 26 gold, same as Prelusion. Deadmeat on 8, that's a big difference, and Galen on 14. So we've got 2 front runners, and this will be the last event. So it's up to Prelusion and Emu. Now, Emu's representing Team Goblin. Team Goblin, at the start of the day, they're sitting in bottom place. Now, the scores I feel are quite close still, but Emu is on a bloody mission to get his team out of bottom place. Team Captain Sully in chat going, go Emu!
Oh, being greedy.
Oh, greedy, greedy, greedy. Oh, but
Makes it
luckily
into the
that
ram
ram is
just in
safe. Okay, Emu out first in a good lead. Haven't seen any debate rams so far. Oh, I just jinxed it. Oh, you can still go through though, Emu. Oh,
That's pretty good.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh, no.
Thank you so much for the raid. This is disaster. Can he micro? Can he micro? That was a great attempt. Onlu, welcome on in. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you so much, Onlu. That is the Onlu. We have the T-West co-casting, and this is the last event that we're going to be showing for TTF. So welcome on in. I hope you guys enjoy TTF. It's been an absolute ripper so far, but we're not going to show you Onager Forest because it crashes the game. Now, Emu
Yeah, the two
doing
of
a
them
great
got
job
pretty
catching up.
unlucky with those 2 debate rams, though.
Yeah, they were really unlucky rams. Ooh, debate longbows as well. Yikes. Hey, Sam. Yeah. Onlu, I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for raiding in. This is the second day of my Decathlon event. And we just saw, yeah, Prelusion made it through. So that'll be Prelusion takes the win for game 2. Nice. Yeah, Paladin, you're absolutely right. Fish, fish, glub, glub.
No.
Okay. Emu did a really good job as well. But just got so unlucky with the debate rams, honestly.
Yeah, Emu just needs to be careful here not to die to debate longbows.
Yeah. Going for it, going for it, going for it. Yeah. And then it'll be Deadmeat coming in last place. Hello, Bly. You had to get your Twitch account verified. Yes. Yeah. Verified peoples only.
How are you a partner and not verified?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got another poll going up for the remaining events of today. We've got King of the Hill Nomad, which is going to be up next because that is TTF done. We'll let the players have some fun if they want with Onager Forest. Okie
Anyway,
dokie.
green has won Onager Forest.
Oh my god, Emu gets the unofficial point there for Onager Forest, but that is TTF done. We're going to move on, so I stick to the time, and we're actually on time. Can't believe it. Thank you again, Twest. I will leave you here.
Thanks for having me on.
Take care, and all the best tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Decathlon.
Thanks, Twest. Bye.
Thank you. Alright, see you later.
'Cause I will go down with this ship, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always